Hey, Master Chef Posse, what's up? My name is Matt Rosetta. Everybody calls me Matteo, though. I live in Emeryville, California, which I kind of call the center of the flux capacitor because it's right in between Oakland and Berkeley, and then just across the Bay Bridge you've got San Francisco. So I'm in the heat of lots of great food, lots of great culture, lots of great fun. I'm a DJ by craft, also an MC. I love the music. But what really got me into food was kind of started from the beginning. My mom and my dad, they were both vying for position in the kitchen. And I thought that was kind of intriguing because they're both so into it. So I said, there's got to be something to this. And then once I started learning certain methods and getting into cooking with them, it just kept on just continuing uncannily almost with my life. The DJing culture got me traveling. Lots of good food, and the better gigs that I got, the better chefs that were there, the better food experiences were there, so that was kind of a turn on. And then I also happened to be in the Navy back in the day, and I got to travel the world eating food all over the place. I was a Navy medic. That was a blast. It was very fulfilling. And then I started DJing kind of part-time at a Navy base, and the next thing you know, 30 years later, here we are trying out for MasterChef. So there's a bunch more to share with you. I got a great dish to show you. I want to introduce you to my kids, show you a couple things I like to do, and we'll get to that in just a second, all right? Peace out, MasterChef. So I want to introduce you to my daughters. This is Hazel. We call her the turkey baby because she was born on Thanksgiving. She's going to be 7 in November. This is my oldest daughter, Ruby. She's going to be 11 this weekend. We're having a great birthday party. Guess who's cooking for that, I wonder?
Daddy. Yes,
That's right. I'm
yes.
cooking. And these are their two good friends, Mia and Natalie. And their father is behind shooting the camera, so thank you, Mike. All right. So living by the San Francisco Bay has its advantages. So much great food and such eclectic consortiums of cultures and lots of great sports no matter which direction you go. As you can see, I've got a snowboard in my hand waiting for this season to kick in. I love skating around my communities. I also like scuba diving, tennis. The two, biggest things for me are how the music and the food tie in together. So I think we should get into my kitchen, and I'm going to make you master chefs a great dish. Okay, so we're back in my kitchen. It's small, but it's fierce, okay? And I'm glad to be back because it's time to get our food on. So the dish that we're making is called cannelloni. It's a roasted vegetable cannelloni. I made my marinara sauce, which I've been making for years. I use San Marzano tomatoes. We've been using the same brand forever, but I won't get into that. The secret for my marinara is, before I finish it, I let half a red onion sit inside of it so it gets that natural sweetness out, so you don't have to use any sugar. It sweetens it up really nice. So I have blackened a red bell pepper. After I took it off and blackened it, I suffocate it in a paper bag, so that way the char gets into the meat and not just on the skin. And I'm going to prep a shallot and chop up some mushrooms and get that going. So. Organic olive oil. Get that started, and then we'll throw the peppers in there and get that going, and there we go. We'll get back to the next stage in just a minute. Most people call it manicotti or manicotti, but that's kind of a little bit of a misunderstanding because manicotti or manigot is actually made with a crepe, where cannelloni is made with the pasta. So what you're going to use is from a local favorite pasticcio in Berkeley, is a spinach flat pasta. So right now I've got all the vegetables cooked down. You want to make sure you cook them down dry. And now we're going to incorporate all the ingredients into what we're going to stuff into the pasta. And it's really important that you take all of that, you wait till the vegetables cool, and then you incorporate the ricotta cheese, and the mozzarella, and I use Reggiano Parmigiano because my family's been using it forever. But you want the vegetables to cool before you put the dairy and the cheeses in there. And that's what we're going to do now. We'll let it cool, and we'll come back to actually putting them together, getting them in the oven, and then plating them up. Now I've let the roasted vegetables cool, incorporated the cheeses into them, and now it's time to roll one up and get these into the oven. My only regret is that you can't smell how it smells in here or taste these this time. So you got to bring me in just so you can get a taste of Matteo Rosetta's Italian action. All right, so I'm going to take the filling, wrap it up. Now you don't want to wrap them too much in the pasta. It's really important that you only do one revolution of pasta, otherwise it comes out, it's too pasty. You really want all the roasted vegetable flavors that come out. So once I get them around there nice and tight, I'll take my dough scraper, cut that off like so, wrap them up here, and then I'm going to continue to do that. Then I'm going to toss them with a little sauce, a little Parmesan, a little mozzarella, and we'll plate them on top of some cool ricotta cheese. So let's get them in the oven and we'll bring them out shortly. Okay, so I've taken the cannelloni out of the oven. I placed them on a cold swath of the ricotta cheese. Don't forget to give some love to Bobby Baguette over here. And now I'm going to finish them off and plate them up a little nice. So I'm going to put a little orange heirloom tomatoes on there, along with some my own garden-grown rustic beef steaks. Top them off with a touch more Reggiano Parmesan, some fresh basil from Les Jardins. And what I'd like to do now is I'd kind of like to see how this sounds.
This tastes better than it sounds. Give me some food and put my dad on the show. See ya, Master Chef peeps.
Couple of last minute things, Master Chef Posse. So this is my partial pantry. Bobby Baguette is really my mascot until he turns into croutons. I won this for Crown Roast of Pork in my Culinary Arts Vocational High School program. This blender's been in the family since 1952. I've replaced the glass a bunch, but the motor's still going strong. And my drawer with my secret weapons in it. So, Master Chefs, I ask that you give me a shot. I won't let you down.
You all right?
You should have got
I
that
didn't even get that. You were still out of frame.
Thank you, Master Chefs. A great dish.